What up, y'all? Welcome back to yet another video. So today we are going to be installing a new diffuser, a carbon fiber diffuser on the car. As you can see, I put a new M Sport bumper on and it looks kind of jank because it's exposed on the bottom, but this is a new diffuser I picked up and it is real carbon fiber. As you can see, the detail in the weave. Now there is a little crack on it. I don't know where it is. Oh, right here, a very minor crack on it. I think that's because I put it in storage for like a month, so it got banged around a little bit, but I think it should be fine. Now what's cool about this diffuser is that it's not just the normal, diffuser. It comes with a rain light over here, or a third brake light, which you have to tap into the brake light in there. That way this can either have a solid brake light when it comes on or a flashing one. I want to do the flashing effect, but I don't think it works because the brake force display on here wasn't working either. I also got the version that has a dual exhaust cutout on each side. Now this car only has a single exit down on the left, and I plan to actually do a custom Y pipe, so another pipe will come out over here. That way it'll fill in the gaps. But yeah, this should be a pretty simple install. I believe a lot of this stuff just snaps into like the little tabs and whatnot. They did give me a couple screws to put into the holes. Now I did see some videos of people saying that the edges don't really have a good grip on the tabs, so what you could do is drill a hole onto one of the backing tabs and then put like a pin in there. I'm probably gonna use a zip tie, honestly, but yeah, without further ado, what I'm gonna do first is try to get the cabling right to make sure it even works before actually mounting it on here. So that means we gotta remove the tail light. Alright, so I removed the tail light. It was a pretty simple removal. You just want to get rid of the weather stripping, remove the 2 bolts, 10 millimeters, pull that out. So now I'm going to see how this is going to work. There are 3 cables on here, red, yellow, and black. I believe the black is the ground, red is the positive connection, which is what you're going to connect to your brake light. And the yellow one, I'm not exactly too sure about. I think this is if you want to use the brake force display, but I'm not going to be doing that for now. So I'm just going to work with the black one and the red one. Now the cable has to be looped through somehow underneath this housing and straight all the way up. And I'm going to probably take some random cable, drop it in from there, let it dangle down, and then like tape this onto that cable so I can like pull it through to get it all the way up into there. So looking at this, I actually only have about 4 wires over here. So the first cable is black and blue. It's like a 2-tone. That's your positive connection. So that's what the red cable is going to go into. I just tapped it in here. And then the brown cable, which is my second cable, which is on pin number 4, is the ground. So what I did, I touched the black cable to the brown, the red cable to the black and blue, just like underneath it. Just touched it like that while I was holding the brake. I actually used my tripod over there and I just squished it underneath to hold the brake and turn the car on. And once I touched the connections, the brake light just came right on. So yeah, now that I know exactly what the cable is, I can go and splice it, which basically locks it in place. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to put the brown cable into the splicer like that. Then I'm going to take the black cable from the diffuser and just loop it through the other hole. All right, just like that. Now you want to take the metal piece and you just want to push it down. It's a little bit hard, so you might want to use like a wrench or something. And after you do that, you can just fold this over and lock it in place. So that's one cable connected, as you can see. Now we gotta do the same thing with the black and blue cable and the red one. Now, as you can see, it's really short, so I might have to peel this black piece back a little bit further. Get your splicer tool thingamajiggy, put it over the original cable, which is the black and blue for the positive connection, slide it into the slot, and then now take that red cable and slide it into the other hole. Just want to go as far in as you can. And I'm going to just squeeze this together again. Boom. Cables are fused. Fold the cap over. And voila! Pretty snug fit, doesn't really move around. It does look kind of Frankenstein-y a little bit. But yeah, before I plug the tail light back in and install the diffuser, I'm actually gonna go turn the car on and see if it works again. Alright, so you're gonna keep an eye out on this little section right here when I turn the car on to see if it works. And it worked clearly. Now there's no brake force display like I showed. Basically what the brake force display would have been is that it would like flicker like 5 times rapidly and then turn solid. But like I said, it wasn't working originally with the car. I don't know if it's like a pre-LCI issue that I have. I was coding it with Bimmer code and it wasn't working, so that's why I'm just gonna go with the standard solid brake light, which is still fine. Now it's time to actually install the diffuser, and I also gotta tidy up the cabling down here because I don't want my exhaust getting super hot and burning or melting the wires, so I gotta find a way to sort of tuck it away and tie it up. There we go, look at that action. It's pretty bright actually, it's hard to see on camera, but you know, that's the final look.